एक काम बोलते हैं तुम ही कर लो ये टॉस ना इधर आ जाओ लास्ट. Let's have the toss for the last league game. Okay. Uh, Welcome back. The last league game between DNO Dynamos and Petrofac. Both the teams lining up for the last game, and we'll know the finalists after this game as we have the toss. Adil will flip the coin. Chandan, who's standing in, is calling. Heads is the call. Heads it is. Chandan, what would you want to do?
We want to bat first.
Any reason for batting on this used wicket that has been used since the morning?
Yes, basically, last few games we are batting second, so we just wanted to test our strength, how it's batting first, because this is last league match of the tournament.
And
But
what?
it look good at least.
Yeah, thank you. And what sort of a score are you looking to put up on this score?
We are looking at 150, 160, and if it is our first batsman or first two, three, if we score good, then going to target for 170, 180.
Anyway, thank you for that and all the best. Adil, quick chat with you. Your concerns. You wanted to bat first on this wicket as well.
Yes, I wanted to bat first, but unfortunately, I always lose the toss. But no matter, doesn't matter. We'll ball on the right areas. We'll keep the fielding tight, and we'll get them out below 120, inshallah.
Anyway, thank you for the time. As the toss concluded, as the last league game, both the captains shaking hands. As DNO Dynamos won the toss, elected to bat first. And thank you.
by मैच अच्छा है.
The spoil of the game. Suresh on strike. Transfer it, no? Sing for an LBW and given. So the first strike, Suresh is out LBW to Jeevan. अब कितनी देर है? अब निकल लो. So have a look at the replay. Suresh missing the line of the ball completely on the stump, squaring himself up as Prashant comes into 4 games का 600. लास्ट का इंडिया सेलर्स का था. आज का 3. आज का 3 मैच. लास्ट वीक का हाँ 150. 600 वो 240 फॉर द बॉल. 840 एंड अंपायरिंग जो सुबह का था वो टीम. 850 cash. So I give you 10 back. So that settles out this one. So it's only the umpiring game. ठीक. Done. Done. Thank you. That's okay. I'll do it. कभी. I'll put you on. चलो ठीक. Welcome back live as after the technical difficulties. We have DNO Dynamos already rocked back with Jeevan Gangadhar and getting Suresh LBW of the third ball of the game. So he's a maiden over. Zain is on strike now for the first time. Prashant came in at number 3. He's faced 3 balls without. As Zain squares this himself and plays it towards short square leg for a single. So they off the mark. Zain off the mark with that single. Rangaraj the bowler. As we have a look at the points table before the start of this game, Cummins Arabia 8 points. Short of a final. Petrofac is at number 2 with 6 points. Supertech is at 6 points with 1.583 run rate. They've completed their game. Petrofac is at 6 points from the 4 games that they're playing. Oil Serves is at 6 points. DNO Dynamos and JSS Pipes on 2-0 as an edge goes towards third man. Jikesh, the fielder, at fine leg, keeps it down to a single. So a win here for Petrofac takes them to 8 points and they will be playing the finals. Supertech will be hoping that DNO Dynamos can stage an upset here, and if they manage to win, then it will be Supertech who will be playing the finals and not the third place. Prashant plays it down to the gully position. He favors that area. He's played a lot of late cuts in the last game that he had played. So that is the area that probably Adil Waqar should be hoping to plug and make sure that they don't give us 3 runs on the board. In the air, over the man at mid-on, going towards the long-on boundary. You have to wait and watch if that crosses the boundary, and yes, it does. So change of plan this time. Up to him, he chips this over the man at mid-on, and the ball races towards the boundary. So 7 runs on board for the loss of 1 wicket. Man out, Suresh out, LBW for no score. Cuts this one, a good attempt by the man at point, but the ball is racing towards the boundary. We'll have to see. Adil Waqar is one who just keeps it inside, keeps it down to a double. We'll have a watch as the chase, as we have a look at what happened there. Have a look at the replay. As Adil touched the foot when he was trying to field the ball, so this was considered as a boundary. So score 11 at the end of 2 overs as Jeevan comes into bowl to Zain. Is that one onto the pads? Moving outside off stump. Zain has squared himself up, and this is the mistake that they are doing. They need to play straight. They cannot square themselves up. Jeevan's bowling right up to the bat. You miss those kind of... this one, is it? Yes, this time it is. Zain not realizing that he is playing down the wrong line. It survived the previous ball, but this time right flush in front of the stumps, and he's been given LBW. the loss of 2 wickets. Prashant batting 9 of 7. Zain the man out, LBW 2 of 3 balls. So we can have a look at the leaderboard. Ansar now coming up to second position with 216 runs. Jeevan Gangadharan 191. Kishore at number 4. Jikesh at number 5 at 170. Daryl Pinto comes in at number 4. Down leg side, ball racing towards the boundary, waiting for it. It's 5 wides. So moves on to 16. The keeper not moving. Sixteen. Again, another miss by the keeper. Is that going to be a bye? We'll wait for a signal. We signaled a bye. Petrol. 17 for 2. This one again down leg side. Waiting for the umpire signal. Another leg by. So score moves on to 18. For the loss of 2 wickets. Daryl Pinto on strike. Partnering Prashant, who's on 9 of 8 balls. Daryl is yet to get off the mark. Jeevan has already got the 2 wickets. And this time he gets the third. This time he changes the line. He started on middle and leg the last time. This time from outside the off stump. Again, the mistake DNO Dynamos have been doing, the batsmen that have been doing, are not playing front to him, are playing him square. And when he is pitching, he's pitching the ball right up. He's not pitching it short. He's not pitching it wide. He's just pitching it on the stumps. So third wicket down at the score of 18, and we speak to Jikesh. Jikesh, you're at number 5 on the leaderboard. You would be hoping DNO Dynamo score a big score so you can come down and bat.
No, they will definitely. I don't think they will take more than 100 runs. I don't think so.
And any plans to open the innings?
No, nothing. Now we have good openers, then they will do.
They'll do the work. And anyway, thank you and all the best. As Jikesh is having a cool time out here at the third man boundary. So is Sam at the fine leg. The men on the fence are having a good time. Satya has his chair right next to the boundary. He's sure he's not going to have much of a work out here today, as we get to speak to him as well. Yes. Satya, you would be hoping that Jeevan lets you bowl and you get a few wickets, as he's already got 3 wickets so far.
Yeah, he's a good bowler. He's a very good all-rounder. So he is not up to his potential, but he's getting after every match he's getting well.
So you want to make sure that he doesn't get all the 10 wickets. You get a chance to bowl as well.
Definitely.
Anyway, all the best. Having a cool time out here on the fence here. Both the batsmen, both the fielders, Jikesh and Satya, as the ball races towards the gully boundary. 2 runs more added to the total. Score moves on to 20. So fun times here for the players, apart from the corporate duties that they are doing. A weekend of cricket does well to cleanse the body and the soul. As we have a look at the scorecard, Prabhat Saxena is the man who's come in at number 5. Didn't expect him to come in so early as the third over of the innings. As Adil Anwar, the captain, comes into bowl after Rangaraj had bowled only 1 over. Prashant batting 9 of 8. Prabhat Saxena batting 2 of 2. As we have some Bollywood music playing around. Hit number Dilbar Dilbar, if you know it well. Adil to Prashant, rapping on the pads, but Prabhat quick enough to take a single. So 1 run added to the total. It will be a leg by. As of now, DNO Dynamos will take every run that comes their way. They're tottering at 21 for 3, losing the 3 frontline batsmen right into the third over. It was Suresh who was first LBW, followed by Zain, who again lost his wicket by waiting LBW, and Daryl Pinto was castled by Jeevan. Down leg side, a wide being called. Score moves on to 22. A good take by the wicketkeeper this time. As Prabhat plays it towards gully. No run there. Packed offside field. Man at gully, man at point. Cover, extra cover. Man at mid-off, mid-on. Short mid-wicket and man at short fine are the 3 men on the onside. Only 1 man, 2 men outside the circle. The misfield at point. Prabhat coming back for the second. Score moves on to 24. As Prabhat plays it again towards point. A misfield there, but this time the man at covering the ball, not allowing that single. So score remains on 24. The good thing here Prabhat is doing out here is playing on the merit of the ball. He's playing front, has a full toss, slower one, plays it towards short covers and sets off for a single. So score moves on to 25. It's the last ball of the over coming up. Another slowish full toss, plays it towards square leg. The man giving the chase. 1 run completed. Prashant and Prabhat crossover for the second. So score moves on to 27 at the end of 4 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Again, runs not an issue when you are playing a T20 game. It's the wickets that you lose up front that dents your preparation for the final overs. Teams will have to talk about it. Wide being bowled. 2 runs added to the total score, moves on to 29. Anish coming into bowl. This time bowls it into the slot. So a no ball with a bye. So a good comeback by Anish, not giving away any runs on the free hit. Prashant plays it towards extra cover for a single. भेज दे मेरे को वो वाला वीडियो स्टेटस में डालता हूँ. Prabhat plays it with soft hands towards point, no run there. हाँ ग्रुप में 30 for the loss of 3 wickets. Last game of the league phase, as another wide and the ball racing towards the third man boundary. 3 more wides added to the total. Score moves on to 33. The Oil and Gas Premier League Season 1 being sponsored by Bluebell Shipping, Serwell, PFF Fittings, Caltros and Astro Caltry, as Prashant plays this towards mid-on. No run there. Anish the bowler. Prashant plays it towards long off for a single. Adil to start his second over. Short ball. Trying to cut this one over point. No contact. DNO Dynamos with 1 win from the 4 games where they beat JSS. Lost the 3 games to Supertech, Cummins Arabia and Oil Serve Risers. Facing Petrofac, scores is 36 as Adil continues his 1.3 overs, 7 runs, no wicket. Anish given away 7 runs in the first over that he had bowled. Prabhat batting 6 of 10, Prashant batting 14 of 16. Prabhat sends this towards mid-wicket. The man is short mid-wicket, fielding their misfields there. gives away a single. Score moves on to 37. Rizwan Adil bowling a good line. So last ball of the 6th over. So we're coming to the end of power play. Can be easily said that Petrofac must be the happier team at this juncture. Skipping with 37 runs so far. Prashant taking strike for the last ball of the power play. Adil the bowler. Is that an edge? No, chasing this one. End of power play. 37 runs of 6 overs. As we have look at the scorecard. Suresh was the first to bat. He was out for not of 3 balls. He was LBW by Jeevan. Zen followed through 2 of 3 balls with being LBW again to Jeevan. Prashant, a couple of boundaries to his name. He is batting 14 of 18 balls. Daryl Pinto was undone by a beauty when the ball castled his stumps. He was out none of 2 balls. And Prabhat Saxena since then is 7 of 11 with no boundaries. 14 extras in the innings so far. 9 wides, 2 leg byes, 2 byes and 1 no ball. A partnership of 19 of 21 since the fall of the 3rd wicket as the power play comes to an end. Sichi in the bowling again. Jikesh Pulakol now bowling from the Vision grounds end. It's bowling to Prabhat, right arm leg spinner. Prabhat trickling this down towards fine leg, comes back for 2. Score moves on to 39. He moves on to 9 of 12 balls. As the man at short third being brought down to short fine leg. As conditions start to get cooler out here on the outskirts of the Dubai Al Ain Road. Score 39 for 3. Tossed up delivery, plays it towards covers. The man at extra cover doing the fielding there. Score moves on to 40. Tossed up delivery, plays it towards square leg for a single. Sweeps that one. No? Score moves on to 41. Prashant moves on to 15. Can plays this towards short mid wicket. No run there. 41. So last ball of the over coming up. Last ball of the 7th over. Slightly flat this time. Cuts it and plays it towards short fine. And a single being stolen out there. Keeper not too quick enough to stop that single. So 42 at the end of 7 overs. as new bowler Satya comes into bowl. So DNO Dynamos at the moment on a restructure mode. They need to make sure that now Prabhat now plays through the entire innings if they want to come up with a decent score. Satya now pushing this one through, inviting Prabhat to play too close to the body. Ball nestling into the keeper's gloves. No run. Their score remains on 42. Chips it back towards the bowler. Couldn't hold on to that. Score remains on 42. Plays this in the air towards wide off, long off. One run being added. A misfield there. Comes back for two. Score moves on to 44. This is what Petrofac is good at. They run through their middle overs quite quickly. Not much fuss as Prabhat plays it towards short mid-wicket and takes off for a single. One run added. 45. Is there a chance of a run out? Umpire says the batsman is in, so score remains moves on to 45 for the loss of 3 wickets. Zing bails and zing stumps being used in this tournament. First ever in a tournament in UAE where the stumps and the bails are lit when coming in contact with the ball. .45 for the loss of 3 wickets. Full toss, plays it towards mid-wicket. The fielder there trying to keep it inside the boundary, but not to be. Score moves on to 49. First boundary for Prashant, or rather third boundary for Prashant. Prabhat is yet to score a boundary. Plays it down towards gully and takes off for a quick single. So the 50 coming up at the end of 8 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. Partnership of 32 of 33. They were 18 for 3 at one stage when these two came together. So they've forged together a partnership and trying to reconstruct this innings. Prashant batting 20 of 22 with 3 boundaries. Prabhat batting 14 of 19. And the other notable contribution so far is 14 in the form of extras. The 3 men out are Suresh at not, Zen on 2, and Daryl at not, without troubling the scorers too much. Chikesh comes from over the wicket. 8 runs conceded by Satyan in that over. As a crisp shot by Prashant towards covers the misfield there, and a man at long off moving a few paces to his left and cuts the ball. Score moves on to 51. Batting 23 now, Prashant. As Jikesh. Again, the man at short covers, misfielding there. Ball racing towards the boundary. Stopped within the field of play. So 2 more runs added. Score moves on to 53. We have an update on the Mumbai versus Gujarat game. 69 for 1. That's a as we have a look at the scorecard. Yastika Bhatia was the first to go. She was out for 1 of 8 balls. Hayley Matthews batting 42 of 27, and they've just lost Nat Shiva Brunt for 23 of 18 as they're asking for an appeal. Chance of a run out and a miss. All happening out there as it's happening in Navi Mumbai. Georgina Verman getting Nat Shiva Brunt out as Prabhat Saxena was nearly out. He was this time soft hands, plays it towards Gully and takes off for a single. Score moves on to 55 for the loss of 3 wickets in 8.5. As I said, Petrofac quite good at stemming the flow of runs in the middle overs and running through those overs. So 9 overs completed, 55 for the loss of 3 wickets. Satyan coming to bowl the 10th over of the, there's a bowling change. Satyan is just bowled the 1 over. Prabhat on strike. Ravi Shankar Velu the bowler. Prabhat batting 17 of 24. Prashant batting 21 of 24. This partnership. Down leg side will be called a wide, waiting for the umpire signal. So I'm just brushing the pad, so there was a legal ball. So score remains on 55. This one keeping way low than what Prabhat had expected, but lucky for him. This time dancing down the wicket, but no contact whatsoever. So the 4th dot ball of the over. Ravi Shankar settling into a good line. He's testing the batsman outside the off stump. Now the wild swing, no run there. Completely contrasting to the way he bowled the last game, where he was hammered and he was bowling down the wrong lines. This time he's already settled into a good line. He's bowled 5 balls without conceding a run. So 55 is what the score remains. And this time over the man at covers. The man at covers making half an attempt for that. It was worth the try had he got Prabhat Saxena out. So 2 more runs added. End of a good over. 57 for 3 at the end of 10 overs as we change ends. Seven for the loss of 3 wickets. Prabhat batting 19 of 30 balls. Prashant batting 17 of 21. Players take a drink. 7:15 local time. It's the last league game of this Oil and Gas Premier League Season 1 being played here at the Playfit Sports Ground, Eagle Sports Ground in Dubai Al Ain Road. Tournament conducted for the oil and gas corporate giants. As you see, another bowling change. Ravi Shankar had bowled an economical over the previous over, given away just 2 runs as Chikesh 2 overs, 10 runs, no wicket. Prashant on strike. He's batting 21 of 24. Prabhat batting 19 of 29. As Anish comes to bowl his second over. Asking for a caught behind, and yes, it is the break, breaking the concentration, and an easy catch for the keeper. 4th wicket down as Anish bowls this one outside off stump, enticing Prashant to nick this one, and he does so, falling into the trap. So 4 wickets down for the score of 57. Come on, batsman!
एम्पायर उसके कैप्टन को बुला के एम्पायर आवाज आ रही है मेरी उसके कैप्टन को बुला के वार्निंग दो बोलना बैट्समैन वहां तक पहुंच गया आपका बैट्समैन रेडी नहीं हो रहा है बोलना नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसा डिले हुआ तो आउट है नेक्स्ट बैट्समैन सीधा बोलो लास्ट में मैं करता था नहीं बस ले जाओ खत्म हो गया है थैली है ले जाओ वो ले जाओ थैली है नहीं उनके भी उनको बोल दो कि बैट्समैन एक रोप पार हो गया खत्म हो गया वो आउट हो गया बोलो नेक्स्ट टाइम ऐसा हुआ तो आउट है
ये खलास हो गया
नहीं ठीक है विनीत भाई खुद बोलते हैं कि ठीक है थोड़ा बहुत एडजस्टमेंट करो इतना भी नहीं कि वो बैट्समैन रूप पार गया और वो अंदर से आ रहे हैं उनको बोलो नेक्स्ट बैट्समैन एटलीस्ट रेडी तो रहो
So 4th wicket down at the score of 57. Parag Sharma, the new batsman, is coming at number 6. Prabhat Saxena batting 19 of 29. Anish amongst the wicket, gets a wicket of the first ball of his second over. 57 for 4, 10.1 overs. This one bowling down, way down leg side. No chance for the keeper. Some handy runs for DNO Dynamos, 5 more added to the total. Score moves on to 62. Asking for an LBW. Is that what the umpire thinks? Not so. Probably going down leg side. A foolish delivery. Parag playing around it. So Parag lucky to survive that one. He is on not of one ball. Plays it in the air. A fielder coming from long on. Keeps it down to a single. He's off the mark. Score moves on to 63. Prashant Prabhat playing it back. He's on 19 of 30 balls. Trying to hold his innings together. That is in disarray from the word go. Losing 3 wickets within the first 3 overs. Then a partnership between Prabhat and Prashant. Prashant was the one caught behind. Parag Sharma now still lucky to survive as Prabhat plays this inside out towards extra covers. They come back for 2. Beautiful throw from the man at covers. And Jikesh, the man doing the covering there. Short mid wicket. Score moves on to 65. Plays it towards short mid wicket. Jikesh trying to boot it in and keep it there. 1 run added. Adding another single, another one. So score moves on to 67. End of the over, a successful over. 67 for the loss of 4 wickets. 10 runs coming off that over. 5 wides, 1 single and 2 doubles. As Ravi Shankar continues, he's just given away 2 runs of the first over he bowled. So 11 over 67 for the loss of 4 wickets. Parag Sharma on strike. And also wide, so score moves on to 68. Parag Sharma plays it towards long on. The fielder there, fielding, misfield there. Keeps it down to a single. Score moves on to 69. Prabhat on strike. Ravi Shankar the bowler. Back of the back foot punch towards short covers, no run there. 69 in the 12th over. Foolish delivery, plays it towards long off for a single. Jeevan doing the fielding. Score moves on to 70. Again down leg side, so another wide. Score moves on to 71. So 71. There's another wide being called. Score moves on to 72. So all of a sudden Ravi Shankar was bowling well from the other end. From this end is finding it slightly difficult to manage the ball. He's already bowled 3 wides in the over. Under edge, goes towards short third and a single being taken. Saxena plays it towards long off for a single. Score moves on to 72 after 11.5 overs, with the last ball of the over coming. It's already a 8-ball over, 9th ball being bowled in the over. Make sure Ravi Shankar has to make sure he doesn't bowl a wide or a no ball, else he'll have to reload again. It's a beautiful ball, slowest one. Parag early into the shot, end of 12 overs. 72 for the loss of 72 for the loss of 4 wickets. As we zoom in on the wicket keeper. We have a Virat Kohli look by the wicket keeper. At the caliber. मेरा मुंह भी पतला है तो विराट कोहली लगेगा हाँ वो है थोड़ा डिसीविंग है वैसे. Jeevan coming in to bowl another over. He's already bowled 2 overs and got 3 wickets. Will want to come and see the back of Prabhat Saxena, who's trying to hold this innings together. This could be done quickly if they manage to get Prabhat out. Inside out, over the man at point, the man at extra cover, doing the fielding there, managing to keep it inside the circle. Good fielding by Petrofac, got some good boundary riders. Quick on the toes to stop that ball. Score moves on to 74. Short ball, plays it towards fine leg, comes back for the second. So another double. Score moves on to 76. Much needed runs for DNO Dynamos and Prabhat Saxena, who's the lone ranger in this team. He must be wanting more and more support from his other teammates. He plays it towards point for a single. Again, another misfield. The man at score moves on to 77. Parag plays it towards mid-wicket for a single. Score moves on to 78. Man at fine leg, doing a bit of jigger. The music that's being played around the park. 78 as Prabhat taking strike to Jeevan. Slowest delivery right under the bat. Last ball of the over coming up. Plays it towards deep mid wicket. 1 run being added, wanting the second. So at the end of 13 overs, 79 for the loss of 4 wickets. So this time Jeevan not managing to get a big wicket in the over. He's bowled an economic spell so far. Been pretty miser with his spell. Shibin the man at long on patrolling the boundary, and so is Jeevan Gangadharan. Satyan comes into bowl. His second spell. Satyan bowls to Prashant. Again another inside out shot. One couple of bounces. And Zen doing the fielding outside the boundary. Keep 4 runs added. As we have a look at the DNO Dynamos dugout. As we see a panoramic view of the park. Again, backs away, plays it towards covers. 1 run completed, wanting the second. Quick turnaround. Score moves on to 84. For the loss of 4 wickets. Full toss onto his comfort zone, sends it crashing towards long leg for another boundary. Score moves on to 88. Prabhat batting 41 of 43 with 2 boundaries. Parag Sharma 4 of 6. This partnership was 32 of 20. 32 of 21 now. This again another reconstruction happening. Score 89 for 4. Again accesses the long leg boundary for another 4. Score moves on to 93. Onto the legs, just moves towards his right and opens up the leg side boundary. So 4 more runs added to the total. Expensive over by Satyan. Plays it to a short fine for a single. Score moves on to 94. End of the 14th over. 94 for 4. Prabhat batting 46. Now a bit of a concern for Petrofac. They were hoping to keep them below 100. It's already scored. Score moves on to 94. The Oil and Gas Premier League being sponsored by Bluebell Shipping, Sowerwell, PFF Fittings, Caltros. Asko Filtry. As Adil, the captain, comes into bowl, wanting to break this partnership, would really want to see the end of Prabhat Saxena, who's the lone man doing the bulk of the scoring for his side. As Adil, short ball. Prabhat playing it towards mid-on for a single. He moves on to 47. Score moves on to 95. It's a wild swing. No run there. A misfield by the keeper. Prabhat wanted to get on strike. Parag sends him back. He's batting 4 of 7. Onto the pads. Parag Sharma again sending this one towards long leg. Another 2 runs added. Score moves on to 97. So 40-run partnership between two. They came in at a score of 57 together. Prabhat doing the bulk of the scoring in that. And this time, inner edge going to a short fine. He goes to 7. Score moves on to 98.
AK-47 है
Prabhat batting. Prabhat batting on 47. Hatil comes into bowl. Should be called wide. Score moves on to 99. Prabhat batting on 47. Short ball. Backing away, asking for a wide, not to be. Score remains on 99. Coming towards the closure of the 15th over of the innings. Again, another one down leg side. Misfield by the keeper. They come back for 3 more runs wides added to the total. So the 100 coming up in the 15th over. 102 for the loss of 4 wickets. Short ball, plays it towards long leg. The ball raced going towards the boundary. Fielder fielding it inside the boundary, keeps it down to 2. Score moves on to 104. He's batting 49 of 49 with 3 boundaries. End of the 15th over. 104 for the loss of 4 wickets. Current run rate of 6.93 will get them to 139. So a real good fight back by the DNO Dynamos. They've partnership of 47 of 29. So all that was going well for the Petrofac has now suddenly started to change the momentum towards the DNO Dynamos, who are trying to fight tooth and nail.
यार वो एक ही ओवर में इतने रन पड़ गए ना नहीं होता था
मोमेंटम भी आ जाता है ना, फिर शिफ्ट हो जाता है ना. then as Jikesh comes into bowl, he's given away 2 overs, 10 runs. Adil Anwar 3 overs, 18 runs for no wicket. Wicket takers Jeevan has got 3 in this game and Anish has got 1. Parag on strike. Looping this one. Is that called a wide? Yes, it is. So score moves on to 105. "25 extras in the innings and another wide, so make that 26 extras, 21 wides in the innings so far. So all the hard work that is starting to get undone. Score 106. Plays it towards short cover for a single, 107. Now Prabhat on strike, he's on 49 or 49. Chikesh calling his man in for that short single, trying to... and he's finally managed to bowl him, so well-deserved half century, just missed out, backing away a bit for a ball that was quite fuller, and Prabhat will be disappointed with himself as we see as Jikesh sends this one slightly in the air, too close for comfort, and it crashes into the off stump. Prabhat for a second thought probably it kissed the keeper's gloves, but not to be. It had hit the stumps flush up front, so a well-deserved 49 of 50 balls, and Prabhat Saxena has to depart. Another milestone missed out earlier in the day. It was Jatin who was out for 92, missed out on a century, and tonight and now Prabhat Saxena missing by a solitary run. Another half century, but a well-deserved innings. Came in at a time when DNO Dynamos were under the pump. As we have a look at the dugout, Prabhat giving instructions to the next men as to how they go about trying to get some good runs as Chandan comes into the center. It all depends as to who is now going to take the onus of trying to score those runs. As another dot ball. Jikesh bowling another wide. In the air, going towards long off. Jeevan a bit late to react. 2 runs added to the total. Score moves on to 110. 6 runs coming off the 4 balls, but more importantly, seen the back of Prabhat Saxena as Chandan slashes this, or rather slams in towards cow corner for a boundary. Score moves on to 114 for 15.5 overs, 4 overs to follow this ball. They will ideally want another 30 odd runs to make a match of this and defend a total of 140 and above. Chandan plays this one, slowish delivery, plays it down to long line, 1 run, wanting the second, but Chandan just slipping a bit, so end of the over, 16 overs completed, 115 for the loss of 5 wickets. Parag Sharma batting 8 of 10. Chandan, who's just come in and scored a boundary, he's 7 of 4 balls. Expensive over 11 runs coming off it with the wicket of Prabhat Saxena. So you have a look at the bowling card. Jeevan 3 overs, 1 made in 14 runs, 3 wickets. Bhupesh Katyal, the new bowler. Rangaraj 1 over 11 runs. Adil Anwar 3 overs, 18 runs. Anish 2 overs, 15 runs, 1 wicket. Jikesh 3 overs, 21 runs, 1 wicket. Satyan Expensive 2 overs, 23 runs, no wicket. Ravi Shankar 2 overs, 9 runs. And Bhupesh Katyal is now coming. As Bhupesh bowls a wide. 29 extras in the innings so far. As another wide. Extras, 25 wides. And slowish delivery. And he's been bowled. Don't see the need of the batsman asking for anything because it's pitched on in line and gone on to hit the stumps. As you have a look. Low and not sure what the batsman was asking there. Inside the crease. Yeah. The ball pitching inside the popping crease before canning onto stumps. So, but that's a legal delivery. Playing from deep of the crease as James Foster comes to the center. He's coming at the fall of the 6th wicket. 117 for 6. And 16 for cuts this one towards short third man for a single. He's off the mark. In the air, over the man, it covers for a boundary. Loud cheer as they come up to 120. 122 for 6 in 16.3 overs. Parag Sharma is batting 12 of 11. Last man out was Chandan. He was bowled by Bhupesh. Plays it in the air. Shibin just falling down and missing the ball. But the ball still not reaching the fence. So 2 more runs added to the total. Hope Shibin is okay. He's showing his thumbs up. Score moves on to 124. Asking for a stumping. Last ball of the 17th over. Bhupesh has given away 9 runs and taken 1 wicket in the innings so far. Slogs this one bounce. Into the fence she goes. So Score moves on to 128 at the end of 17 overs, and now we have a match on hand, as it was expected that Petrofac were going to not allow DNO Dynamos to score anything above run a ball, but they've already managed to score 128 as Adil comes in to bowl his last over. Onto the pads and a run being scored. Score moves on to 129. Parag taking strike. Is that a chance? Yes, it is. A faint edge. So Parag Sharma's cameo comes to an end. Adil Waka doing the right thing, pitching it outside the off stump in wide and slightly away from his arc. He plays across the line, edge, and umpire straight away puts his dreaded finger up. So the 7th wicket down, 7:50 local time here in UAE. 129 for 7. James Foster batting 1 of 2. Parag Sharma out 18 of 15 balls. 31 extras in the innings. Sanup, the wicketkeeper. यार वो फिर gloves बिना आता है उसके लिए. As Adil Waka to Vinod Jacob. Sorry, it was Santosh who's coming at number 9. Plays it towards the bowler. 1 run, chance of a run out. And is that a run out? Yes, it is. A direct throw from covers Bhupesh Katyal. And he's run out. Santosh, the unlucky batsman there. So another casualty, 129 for 8. hurry up, hurry up. New man Vinod Jacob coming in at number 10. This Adil to continue, 17.4 overs. So what Petrofac will want to do is try to close out this innings.
चीज हुई थी उसका मैं रिमाइंड कर दूं उनको बोलना एम्पायर चाहिए तो अभी से बताया लास्ट मोमेंट पे ग्राउंड पे हम लोग 3 बंदे थे उन लोग बोले एम्पायर भी चाहिए फिर मेरे को एक बंदा देना पड़ा लगा एम्पायर के लिए तो
James Foster plays the dot ball.
टेनिस बॉली अच्छा पूरा नहीं करना है ना विद 2 एम्पायर ना हाँ ठीक है बता देना तो मैं वो हिसाब से रिजर्व कर लूँगा ठीक है ओके नहीं नहीं बात एम्पायर की है सर फिर वो ग्राउंड पे आके
As he plays all over this one and he's been bowled.
ठीक है चलो आप फ्री हो जाओ फिर कॉल करो ठीक है
As the 9th wicket has fallen, James Foster being bowled out there. A bit of a confusion. He thought that there was a run, but he is bowled. So the 9th wicket down at the score of 129. 18 overs completed. $129 for 9 after 18 overs.
वो शायद नहीं होगा नेक्स्ट वीक का होगा मैं बताऊंगा आपको शायद कमेंट्री रहेगी वो दुबई में मेट्रो पे ही है बताऊंगा टेनिस बॉल का होगा 5-6 घंटा रितेश रितेश स्ट्राइक रितेश बिहार
Hitesh उधर है ये नॉन स्ट्राइकर
विनोद
विनोद जेकब उधर है बैटिंग है लेफ्ट हैंडर है
अभी शायद चेंज कर
हाँ Vinod Jacob on strike. Hitesh the new man in. Change in the bowling as the last pair. The strike 129 after 18. Sends us towards the fine leg boundary. The fielder giving chase there. 2 runs added. Score moves on to 131. Jacob on strike, getting 2 runs. Sanoop asking to keep outside the off stump, not allowing any kind of room for the batsman to maneuver this. Wide down leg side, score moves on to 132. What he needs to do is pull one away from the batsman, invite him to play the cut and probably cannon it back onto the stump. He tries this, but he still bowls a wide, so score moves on to 133. The longer they bowl these wides, the longer they will be kept onto the field. As Jeevan gives a smile, must be gearing up to go and bat. As this time bowls it onto the stumps. Score moves on to 134. Jeevan is 82 runs behind Jatin Patel in the leaderboard. So he must be itching to go out there and score a few runs. Possibly 82 or more to get back to the top position. Hitesh on strike, all coming round the wicket. As another wide being bowled, score moves on to 134. Onto the pads, plays it towards fine leg. Fielder giving the chase. 2 more runs added to the total. Eight PM local time. Score moves on to 137. Sam plays it towards short cover. Is that a chance of a run out? Is that the one? Yes, another direct hit. Safri, the bowler, he's giving away 8 runs of the 4 balls that he's bowled. Hitesh is out, run out 2 of 2 balls. So the innings concludes at 18.4 overs for 137. 18.4 overs, 137. 138 is what Petrofac need to win their last league encounter and the last tournament, last league match of the tournament. when we're going live? Live? Welcome back as the chase. 138 is what Petrofac need to win their last league game. Yes. Santosh to start proceedings. Oil and Gas Premier League Season 1, game number 15, the last league game. Because after this we will be going towards the knockouts. So, Bhupesh Katyal and Shibin Premchand to start the proceedings, needing another 130, needing 138 of the 120 balls of this game.
नहीं आप रिन्यूअल का ही लोटा कर रहा है और तो यार बोला बिना पार्टनर के नहीं कर सकते हाँ जी क्या बोले हाँ हाँ स्टार्ट करें नहीं मैं आपको हाँ कल फोन करते कल बात करते
Bhupesh taking strike, first ball, dot ball towards into the keeper's gloves. Trying to play a cross-batted shot, no run there. Another one ball staying a bit low, Bhupesh playing over the ball. So 2 balls is a lot depends on the first 6 overs is how DNO Dynamo deliver if they want to keep a grip on this match. 138 is not going to trouble Petrofac as Bhupesh takes off, gets a single of the first ball. Shibin the man now on strike. This new ball is going to swing in these conditions. It only depends on how the bowlers come up with. Singh bails. Cooler conditions here. Santosh to Shibin. Slowish ball, plays it towards short point and goes up for a single. Hitesh the fielder there. So 2 runs on board. The first 4 balls of the innings. Both the batsmen on one. As Bhupesh this time plays it over covers. The ball racing towards the boundary. Hitesh giving the chase there. Just manages to keep it within the field of play. Score moves on to 4 of the first 5 balls of the innings. Plays it down towards long off for a single. End of the first over, 5 for the loss of no wicket. I don't know. Needing another 133 more of the remaining 114 balls as Chandan comes in to partner Santosh. Slowish delivery, plays it towards the bowler, a quick single taken. Score moves on to 6. Bhupesh moves on to 5. Shibin is batting 1 of 1 ball. Trying a wild swing across the line. Chandan having that natural action of taking the ball away from the right-hander. It's not the kind of wicket where you play across the line. You need to play straight. It is still a game that needs to be won. Much better shot. Just a bit of width and sends this lofted drive over the covers. A much better shot, a much pleasing shot. As you see Chandan over-pitching this one and giving Shibin the chance to free his arm. Score moves on to 10. And both the batsmen on 5 each now. As the first boundary of the innings comes up. Cuts this one, slightly short this time. Ball just ball just racing away towards the boundary.
नंबर ही बंद है मैं 4 दबा रहा हूँ 4 दबा रहा हूँ दब ही नहीं रहा है अब मैंने देखा नंबर ही बंद करके देते
Score 14 for the loss of no wicket as 5 wides more added to the total. The score races to 19. Score races to 19. Shibin on 9. Bhupesh on 5 and 5 wides. Another wide, so score moves on to 20. Needing another 118 to win. So very good start for Petrofac. They rocked DNO Dynamos early in the first 3 overs when Jeevan had collected 3 wickets, but so far in the 1.3 overs have this time Shibin lost this over mid wicket for waiting for confirmation. Is that a 4 or a 6? Confirmation, that's a 6. Score moves on to 26. Yes. This time trying to play this, not happy with himself. Bhupesh quite alert to take that single. So an expensive over comes to an end. After Santosh had given just 5 runs in the first over. Chandan giving away 4 boundaries, 5 of wides, 2 boundaries and 1 6. Score is 27 for the loss of no wickets in 2 overs, needing another 111 of 108 balls. Current run rate of 13.5. Required run rate 6.17. Shibin is batting 16 of 6 balls, 2 boundaries, 1 6. Bhupesh sedate 5 of 6 balls, 22 runs coming off that over. Santosh into Shibin, much better line. That's one of these standards. Understand the conditions well. Shibin cuts this one again at point, but can't stop the single. Score moves on to 28. Maybe a blessing in disguise for DNO Dynamos, as Shibin on the other hand would be a happy figure for DNO. They would want to bowl to Bhupesh and the rest of them. Shibin has just come out, all guns blazing. And Bhupesh is also doesn't want to miss chance of a run out at the non-striker's end. Score moves on to 29. Shibin down the track. And a good piece of fielding by the man at long on. That's a misfield there and a boundary being scored again. Score moves on to 33. Oil and Gas Premier League Season 1. You're in the Eagle Sports Club on the Dubai Lane Road. Over the man it covers. This one too racing towards the fence, waiting for a confirmation. Yes, another boundary. Score moves on to 37. Petrofac, a well-oiled team. All the bases covered. As Prabhat Saxena at long off, having a worried look as much better line, slightly slower outside the off stump. Shibin playing across the line, trying to make use of the vacant mid-wicket area. See a change in bowling. First change quite predictable after Chandan had gone for 22 runs in the first over that he had bowled. James Foster comes into bowl. Wide edge, plays it towards short third, no run there. Score 38. A dolly of a ball, surprising Shibin. This is going to be interesting. He's used to people bowling a bit faster, a bit flatter, but not somebody who bowls from with a slightly high arm action. And Dolly, as he sends this towards short mid wicket, no run there. It's going to be frustrating. One run coming on the 5 balls. Brings some voices back to the DNO Dynamos as Shibin plays this down the ground towards cover. Santosh trying to field it with his leg. Lucky for him, no damage done there. The 2 runs added to the total. Score moves on to 40 at the end of 4 overs. बेस्ट बॉलर हो तो तुम्हें आना चाहिए ना पावर प्ले के अंदर नहीं आएगा दूसरों से करवाएगा फिर जब नैया डूब जाती है तब आता है एक आध विकेट 2 विकेट लेने के लिए Score 40 for the loss of no wicket in 4 overs. Much said it over 3 runs coming off that over of James Foster. Frustrating Shibin, who was looking good so far. He's batting 27 of 15 with 4 boundaries. As Daryl Pinto comes in, left armour over the wicket. Spooling to Bhupesh, who's on 7 of 9. Sorry, his right hander. In the air, going towards mid-off. Prabhat coming under it. Shells that one, but 2 more runs added to the total. Score moves on to 42. Bhupesh now 9 of 10. You need to hold on to such catches. It's a bit difficult under the lights with the balls swirling around, but you need to if you want to make a match of it. As another run being scored, score moves on to 43. Shipin places down to his mid wicket, 1 run being added. Score moves on to 44. This time Bhupesh too joining the act, sending this one towards mid-wicket. Another couple of runs added to the total score, moves on to 46.
अगर ये बैट सही होता ना तो वो जाली पार कर जाता बॉल जितनी ताकत से उसमें बैट में
Batting 12 of 12. Shibban batting 28 of 16 at the end of 4.4 overs, as Daryl Pinto now changing sides. He's coming from over the wicket. Clamping him for room, wanting to play it over square leg. Nobody out there on the boundary, so lucky for Daryl, no damage there. This time over mid-wicket, the ball racing towards the boundary. So 50 coming up at the end of 5 overs. Bhupesh now joining in the fun. He's on 16 of 14. Shibban batting 28 of 16. So last over of power play comes up. As Prabhat Saxena coming in for the first time in this innings. So we switch tabs and have a look at the WPL happening in Navi Mumbai, India. Mumbai is scoring 207 for 5 in the 20 overs. Gujarat in reply are 9 for 3. Women's Premier League.
अच्छा चले गए
हाँ पहला मैच है ना.
पहला मैच तो
हम्म.
आईपीएल मेंस से पहले इनका हो
Prabhat coming in, bowling to 52 for no loss. Bowling a wide with an extra run when he bowled to Shibban, and now a dot ball to Bhupesh. This one in the air, mid-off coming under it, and shells that catch down. Another reprieve for Bhupesh. A second catch being dropped. Fielder coming well under that, but can't hold on to that. Score moves on to 53. This time over covers, ball racing towards the boundary for 57 for the loss of no wicket. Score 53 for the loss of 57 for the loss of no wicket with that boundary. Man at covers being sent out. This time staying low, but still playing with a more a straightish bat. So he's has his line of defense. His score moves on to 58. 5.4 overs. This time over, long on, and another 6. Another catch being dropped at long on, and the ball being parried over the ropes. So moves on to 64. Need another 74 of 85 balls. Current run rate of 10.97. And this one too sent over mid wicket. Is the ball going towards the boundary? Stopped inside. 1 run being added. Score 66 for the loss. So rather 65 for the loss of no wicket in 6 overs. Needing another 73 of 84 balls at 5.21. Current run rate of 10.83. Both the batsmen have teed off from the second over. First over was played relatively quiet, but then Shibin first started. He's at the moment 33 of 18 with 5 boundaries, 1-6. Bhupesh Katyal is batting 24 of 18 with 1 boundary and 1-6. All the bowlers coming in for a stick. James Foster so far has given away 1 over, 3 runs. The rest of them have been dealt with severity. For 4. As Mumbai starting off this women's IPL with Women's Premier League, scoring 207 for 5 and 20. And have Gujarat at 16 for 4 and 4.5. Bhupesh on strike. Shibin his partner at non-strike as James Foster comes to bowl his second over. Much better ball. Again, he's bowling that line where the ball's not coming onto the bat but just staying slow, low. And this time ball going towards the square leg boundary, so 69 for no loss. As you know, even James Foster being taken for a boundary in the first 2 balls, so pressure on him. Hitting another 69, the remaining 82 balls. James Foster bowling that slowish ball, full toss. Bhupesh sending it towards the long off for a single. Score moves on to 70. This time is bowled, frustrating for Shibin, who tried something out of the ordinary, and James Foster getting the much needed breakthrough for DNO Dynamos. Not understandable as to why Shibin had to play something of this nature. He was playing well down the ground. He was much better even if he scored a single of the ball. And now with that mistake has to make a long walk back to the pavilion. 70 for 1. As we see Jeevan Gangadharan coming to the center. A few smiles in the DNO Dynamo camp. With the wicket of Shibin. Which brings Jeevan on to strike. Jeevan plays it towards covers, the misfield there. And the ball racing through the cover boundary. Score moves on to 74. Slowish ball, plays it down towards long off. This is what you precisely need to do. Shibin played something out of the ordinary which was not required. Takes the score to 75. Needing another 63 of the remaining 78 balls. Five for 1 at the end of 7. There's another misfield and a single being conceded. Krish Raj coming into bowl. Brings Bhupesh on to strike. Plays it in the air towards mid-on. Man had long off coming in for a single, so who moves on to 78 rather. Wide. Being called wide. It's been called a no ball because he's been bowled outside the tram lines. Score moves on to 79 and a free hit to follow. Plays this one towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 79. So this moves on to 80 now after that no ball and a single. Outside edge, going towards third man, no run there. Interesting to see DNO Dynamos. How long are they going to keep these dibbly-dobbly bowlers to come in and frustrate the batsmen? As Will this be called a no ball? Yes, it is. Pitching in twice before, so another extra run and an extra delivery. Playing this one towards wide-ish long off for another boundary, back foot punch. So score moves on to 85. So the free hit being capitalized on. Score moves on to 85. Plays this towards short cover. James, the fielder there, keeps it down to the same score of 85 as the over comes to an end. 8 overs, 85 for the loss of no wicket, over the loss of 1 wicket rather. 10.63 current run rate, required run rate 4.42. Needing another 53 of the 72 balls.
दे दो सेम ग्राउंड पे ही रहेगा ना ठीक है दे दो दे दो दे दो दे दो ओके ओके हाँ लेकिन तुमने कुछ बोला उसको प्राइस बस ठीक है ओके दे दो ओके ओके
Continue. Jeevan plays this to a short cover, no run there. James Foster in the thick of action. He's already got a wicket. He's the one who's patrolling the short covers. This time playing towards long off and a single being added to the total. Score moves on to 86. So it's going to be called wide. It's not called a wide. Score moves on to 86.
ठीक ठाक आप सुना कैरियर बहुत दिनों बाद दिखे किधर खेल रहे आजकल
This is time into the slot, over mid wicket. The fielder misfielding there and a boundary conceded. Score moves on to 90. .4 overs completed, 90 for the loss of 1 wicket, needing another 48 of the remaining 68 balls. This time over 1 run towards extra cover. Score moves on to 91. Last ball of the over coming up. Batting on 39 of 29. The man out, Shiban out for 33 of 19. Plays it down towards long on for a single. Score moves on to 92. Hmm? 82 था start of the game.
हो गया फिर आज से 80 काम आ रहा है रनिंग नहीं है तो वो तो फाइनल काउंट नहीं होगा ना
वो पता नहीं क्या कैसे करना है क्योंकि सब लोग नॉकआउट खेल रहे हैं ना तो इक्वल चांस हो गया ना सबको
हाँ तो फाइनल नहीं होगा नॉकआउट खेले लेकिन वो तो फाइनल भी खेलेंगे ना इधर साथ में एक ही टीम है ना वो वही है ना
ऑल्सो ये थर्ड प्लेस
लेफ्टी वाला
थर्ड प्लेस
पाकिस्तानी लड़का जो है वो फलाना मारता है
Zen coming into bowl. He's bowling from down the wicket. Jeevan on strike. Bowling. Dot ball being given lower trajectory. Jeevan hoping for a wide, not to be. Score remains on 92. As the last over being bowled from the vision ground end. They swap over to play the. As this one is again outside off stump, is the bat. Umpire doesn't call it a wide. Zen into down leg side, no chance. Pitching outside leg stump.
हाँ हाँ हो जाएगा इंशाल्लाह एक बॉल वाले को वैसे भी आए नहीं आ गए वो उसके बाद एक टेप बॉल का उसके बाद इवेंट के बाद आपको हाँ वो तो पता है मलबारी लोग का
As plays this towards the extra cover boundary for
वो तो लेट ही है मुझे पता है उनका मैं पीसीएल है ना
96 for 1.
वो ऑर्गेनाइजर आ जाएंगे टीम टाइम पे नहीं आती
उसने इसीलिए ऑर्गेनाइजर बोला कहता मुझे पता है कि वो लेट करते हैं इसलिए उसने फर्स्ट मैच 9 बजे का डाला है
एक
10
घंटा
बजे
पहले
उसने
था
ग्राउंड लिया कहता था मैं 10 का बोलूँगा 11 बजे आएंगे
हाँ वो बंदा है वो आगे वहाँ खड़े हो समझिए
Score 96 for 1 as Jeevan collects his second boundary. He moves to 13 of 12. Again, the width on offer, and this one 2 cents towards as the 100 comes up in 9.5 overs. Comparatively, the DNO Dynamos had taken 5 overs more. They finished. They got their 100 in 14.5. It's the last ball of the over coming up. So on a massive 6 to end the over. 10 overs, 106 for 1. Jeevan batting 23 of 14, 3 boundaries and 1-6. Zen coming in for a bit of a stick. He's gone for 14 runs of the 1 over that he's bowled. As we have a look at the Gujarat Giants scorecard, a very, very sorry scorecard. Beth Mooney, the captain and wicketkeeper, retiring hurt at notch. And then it has been a sorry state of affair. 23 for 7. Nat Shiva getting 2 overs, 5 runs, 2 wickets. Isa Wong 3 overs, 7 runs, 1 wicket. Saikai Ishaq 2 overs, 11 runs, and Amelia Kerr 1 over, 1 maiden, no runs, 2 wickets.
हाँ जी लक्की बोल रहा हूँ
As
विनीत ने नंबर दिया था
we have
तो आप आगे
the DNO Dynamos Prashant, his son coming into the center,
करेगा वो बोला आप ही बात कर लो डायरेक्ट मैं इधर यहाँ बैठा
coming to his center to give water to his.
पूरा टेंट लगा है ना उधर बैठा आगे करेगा ना तुम भी अगर वो एक मैच 15 ओवर का बोला टेक बॉल करेगा मुश्किल है यहीं पे है तो दिहाड़ी लग जाएगी
बात कर ले कितना बोल रहे हो So have a bowling side change now coming in from the commentary box end.
Okay.
We start the second half of the innings and we could be in for an early finish. Just needed another 32 runs of the remaining 60 balls. See bowling change. Zain was Hitesh coming in to bowl his second over. Hitesh bowling to Bhupesh, who's on 39. And the break immediately gets a wicket. Foolish delivery, playing across the line and loses his wicket. So the second wicket down at the score of 106. Bhupesh out for 39 of 30 balls.
एम्पायर थोड़ा राइट साइड में खड़े रहो. आवाज आ रही है एम्पायर? ओके जी.
As Chikesh, the new man, comes into the centre. At the fall of Bhupesh Katyal's wicket, he is out for 39 of 30 with 4 boundaries, 1-6. Jeevan Gangadharan batting 23 of 14 with 3 boundaries, 1-6. Needing another 32 runs of the remaining 59 balls. Plays it down towards long off for a single. Jikesh Pulikol, quite a sedate batsman, knows his strengths, plays according to the situation, according to the merit of the ball. So does Jeevan. These are not guys who want to muscle the ball, they just play with the width or length that's on offer. As this time he comes down the track and sends this one bounce over cow corner for another boundary. So score moves on to 111. Comes down the track, doesn't let the ball pitch. He didn't muscle the ball. Timing is what is required. Score moves on to 111. Again, this time down the track. Plays it towards mid-wicket. A misfield there. just a single being scored. So both the batsmen in no hurry. They're just taking those singles very easily. Score moves on to 112. Hitesh comes into board with Jikesh. When inside out, plays it towards wide of long off. One run being taken. Again, no hurry whatsoever. Just taking the single and crossing over, saving their energy. Score moves on to 113. Onto the pads, and Jeevan helps it on its way towards backward square leg for another boundary. The score moves on to 116. Jeevan moves on to 32 of 17. The end of 11 overs. Run rate of 10.64, required run rate 2.33, needing 21 of the remaining 54 balls. It remains to be seen how quick do Petrofac chase down the score. Change in the bowling again. Zen being taken off the attack after that 14-run over. Suresh comes into bowl for the first time. Bowls a no ball, bowling it outside the tram lines. So a free hit. Now the 20 runs required of 54 balls. As Jikesh sends this over mid-wicket, Chandan doing the fielding there, keeps it down to a single. So an opportunity wasted. These are moments that batsmen have to capitalize on. Doesn't matter, even if it's a game that you're going to win easily, you need to make sure that, as Jeevan sends this over cow corner again, waiting for the signal whether it's a 4 or a 6.
Boundary, 4.
As we wait for confirmation, let's have a look at replay.
4
One bounce 4. Score moves on to 119. Another 123 now with that boundary. Stand and deliver. One bounce. And a misfield by the fielder. Ball racing over. This got 40 of 19. Ilyas, the fielder, there couldn't hold on to it and just eluding the comp box. This time plays it towards deep mid wicket, denying the single. Now that's not good cricket. That's absolutely not good cricket. You might be a very good talented guy, but when a run is there, a run is there. You need to take those. It's not a desperate situation where you are going to take the team home alone. There are other men who have the capability, as Jeevan plays this towards short cover for no run. Another 11 runs required of the remaining 50 balls. Does he want to finish it with a couple of flourishes is what we need to see. Plays it towards for No runs, so 3 consecutive dot balls to end the over. 11 runs required, 10 runs coming off that over. Another 11 runs required of the remaining 8 overs. GK shown strike. Chandan Kumar coming into the attack. He was given away 22 runs of the first time that he bowled. The 4th consecutive dot ball. Fifth dot ball on the trot. Very uncharacteristic approach by these two men. They have all the time in the world to finish, but you need to, when you want to finish the games, you need to finish it early, as early as possible. You can't take it asking for an LBW, but okay, for him probably going down leg side. So the last 6 balls, no run has been scored. Still requiring another 11 runs. So good comeback over. This time plays it towards covers for a single. So finally, after 7 balls, a run being scored. So another 10 runs required. And Jeevan needs another 10 runs to get to his half century. Down the ground, overside screen for a maximum. So he goes on to 46, needs another 4 for 50, but all important, he needs another 4 more to get his team to victory. As Chandan has gone for 29 runs in the 1.5 overs he's bowled. It's the style of cricket you play on this kind of a wicket, as he would want to finish as a flourish. Is this the one? Zen coming under that. A misfield, boundary and a 50. That concludes the game.
50 हो गया उसका 50 है जीवन का
A 24 ball 50 with 8 boundaries, 2 sixes, a comfortable 8 wicket victory, as we have Jeevan being adjudged the man of the match.
ओ हो गया हाँ चला गया 50 दिखा दिया बस ठीक है उतना
Jeevan! Welcome as we conclude the league phase. A comfortable victory for Petrofac against DNO Dynamos gets them on top of the table and a chance to play the finals against Cummins Arabia. As Satyan from Petrofac will give the man of the match to Jeevan for his brilliant 50 and 3 wickets up front. Jeevan playing a calm and composed innings. Jeevan, too easy in the end for you, just batting on a different planet maybe?
I think I need to complete the match on early. That's why I tried for fast cricket. So I tried for the hit only.
Reason for denying Jikesh the single when you wanted, you just refused a single, which was quite simple.
Yeah, actually I want to give some balls to Digas also. That's why I take that.
All right, thank you for your time. Congratulations and all the best for the finals. As we speak to Chandan from DNO. Chandan, please come forward. Chandan ran into a rampant Petrofac who were on a different planet when they were batting on this wicket.
Yes, they batted very well. I think Jeevan has batted very well. And then dew factor was there. Our even fielder was not taking catches. So it's not possible to ball out the batsman hitting good. So in a way, we have not played well in the fielding side. Even batting side, we are short around 15-20 runs. At least I got out in hurry. There's no need for that.
Anyway, congratulations and all the best for that final knockout game against GSS, which will come up on the 18th, and we will see a good performance from the DNO Dynamos.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. As we speak to Adil, the winning captain. Adil, probably all boxes ticked. Your opener back in Shibin is back, so Jeevan gets to play in the middle order. It blusters the middle order for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Team has played a very good, they have played very good knock actually, especially Jeevan and Bhupesh and our Shibin opener. And we feel very good, we ball very good on the right areas. So it's good to be in the form before the final, and we are looking forward to win the final as well.
At the midway stage, 138, did you give a message that you need to finish this before 10 overs, or you take it a little bit more deeper than this? Keep the boy on the talk, keep the boys on the park?
Absolutely. That was the reason that we sent Bhupesh and Shibin in the first place to go there and play explosive innings within the 6 overs. And we made 65 runs in 6 overs. So we wanted to finish the game early, so before the 15 overs, so that we can be at the top of the chart as well.
Anyway, thank you and all the best for that all-important finals on the 18th. We will see a good game, and that concludes our presentation at the league phase, as the teams will now head out to the knockout phase on 18th, which is 2 weeks from now. Until then, it's goodbye, good night, and we'll see you soon.